everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of, I keep going to say fucking New Strength Sugar Babes, but I think that's because I do so many of those interviews, which is so awesome because it's so amazing to see so many women, you know, achieving such great results and feeling better and eating real food. But anyway, it's not about...
This is fucking easy
food prep, Kitty.
Welcome.
Stop crapping on. Obviously, Mel's back from her holiday in Bali, looking very tan. Look at her awesome hair.
I had it braided for like a week and a half, so I just took it out this morning. So
It looks so nice, doesn't it? Yeah, it's like sort of like glamazon. You've got such amazing long, thick hair.
Very exotic.
Shitty thin hair and bunions.
Oh, her feet are horrible.
I do keep them painted though, don't I?
You have to.
It's my lip. Oh, onion. Bit of onion thing.
Don't show this to Ty.
What sort of fucking shit show are you guys running? Oh, God. Okay. All right.
Edit all that.
Yeah. But don't edit it. It's good. Leave it in. We're just being real. I got bloody onion on my lip. Have I still got that?
No.
So today we are making something really, really super easy. So you know on fucking easy food prep, it's easy fucking food prep. So I think, you know, a lot of women overcomplicate this, and I see it every time. Like the women that are the most successful in this program are the women that spend some time prepping food each week, and it doesn't have to be hard. Like this recipe, for example, I was just like, well, what do I have in my fridge that I need to use up that I could eat for lunch today that's really easy? Because often we'll have cooked chicken or cooked leftover rice, because Craig has his rice every day, and often he'll, like if we have something else for dinner, he'll keep the rice, and I don't like to throw away food, so I'll just eat it the next day. And so what we're making today is pretty much just all from leftover stuff in our fridge. So if you spend 1 to 2 hours a week prepping some food, it'll save your life. Hey, Mel.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
what do you, because Mel works with a lot of the women on their nutrition in the program. Like, what do you see with women?
Yeah. Oh, look, most of the women I've said to them, you know, 2 hours on a Sunday afternoon, that's all you need to do to prep all your food for the week. Weigh it, freeze it, it's all ready to go.
Slow cooker is good, hey?
Yeah, something on the slow cooker, something in a piece of meat in the oven, potatoes, rice, carrots on the stove.
Juice, that takes no prep.
Juice.
That's your carbs. So like think about some sort of protein, like whack something. I mean, the slow cooker is so easy, and you can buy, you know, you can really do this on a budget. You know, like one of the things I like about Ray Pete is he thinks that good nutrition should be available to everyone. So, you know, you can really make this as expensive or as inexpensive as you want to. So, you know, like liver. Liver is so nutrient dense and it's so cheap. You know, dairy, milk's cheap. You can get some pretty good quality cheeses from Aldi. Fish, Hoki, it's cheap. So it's about doing what your budget can afford, and I think really spending that time on the weekend, because you know, and I don't have kids, like you've got a grown-up kid, but even I during the week get tired, and I have some nights I think, oh fuck, I can't be cooking, but I always have shit in the freezer, which just makes it like when you're tired, you can just pull out something that's frozen, whack it in the microwave, have some fudge after dinner, have a glass of milk. You know, it's not that hard. I think you just have to make the decision that you're going to be better, you know, and you're going to set these habits up for yourself. And I think you just have to fail forward, because you'll fuck it up. And we talk about this all the time. Hey, Mel. Yeah. Like, how many times do women fail in our program?
Oh, all the time.
Every day.
All the time. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you tell them?
Get back on board. You know, get back on the wagon. Can't do anything about it anyway. It's done.
Yeah. And just keep. I guess, you know, and put yourself. Change your environment, you know, like it's like if I decided I was going to stop drinking, but every weekend I was going out night clubbing. Now, it's going to be pretty hard to resist that. So I think when you decide that you want to be better and you want to feel better and sleep better, you know, set yourself up for success by food prepping every week, because that makes it so much easier during the week when you're tired to actually make good choices that are going to fuel your body and fill your body with really nutrient dense food, so you can sleep better and have more energy, and you know, when your hormones are in balance. This is the key to everything. If you want to do better in life, if you want to win at life like we talk about, you have to nail this. Like, it is the key and the foundation for everything, because it is hard to not lose your shit when your hormones are out of balance, when you're not sleeping, right? Like, it's just...
And for that 2 hours that you spend on a Sunday, you cook all your meals for the whole week. So if something comes up all of a sudden, like, oh, I have to rush out and go and do this for half a day, all you have to do is go to the freezer, get a meal out.
Yeah, and
go to the fridge, get a meal out. Whack it in the microwave for 30 seconds before you go, you've got food.
It's easy. It's easy. And I think, you know, sometimes you're not always going to be able to make the best choices, but just make the best choice that you can at the time and move forward. You know, it's not like, oh, fuck, you know, I missed a meal and I ate something that wasn't so optimal, and then, okay, I'm just going to fucking drink a litre of wine and, you know, it's like...
cheesecake.
Yeah, it's like, I used to have that mentality too, but when you eat like this and you fuel your body and you eat enough good sugars, you're not going to be going, fuck, I want to smash 10 packets of Tim Tams because I'm restricting so much. So, yeah, like the food is the key, ladies. So
and when you are really hungry as well, you make shit decisions. You always go for shitty stuff like biscuits, because you're not prepared and you don't have something there. You're just going to grab crap.
Totally. When you don't have to, you can eat all this yum food like budge and this recipe we're going to make today. So we're calling this Mel's 5-minute stir fry, because it's probably, she's like, no, there's still too many ingredients here. But anyway, I'm like, fucking, you'll make this. So we're just going to, I had some cooked chicken breasts in the fridge, cooked mushrooms, and I had Craig's leftover cooked rice. I always have garlic and ginger, a bit of tamari, and then I have carrots, and we chopped up some onions. So basically we're just going to put a couple of teaspoons of coconut oil in the pan, and we're going to add, and you could also add other things to this, like if you add some capsicum would be nice, bamboo shoots would be really good. Ooh, they're good as well. So we're just going to put the carrot. Oh, chili as well. I might add a few chili flakes. I do like chili. But just, yeah, if you don't like chili, obviously you don't have to add it in. I'm just going to add a little bit of ginger, maybe. What do you think? Quarter of a teaspoon, maybe?
Ginger's so good.
Yeah, I love ginger.
I've been buying fresh ginger and cutting it up and putting it in my cup of tea.
Maybe same thing again. But if you like a little bit more garlic, you can put a little bit more in. I think the garlic actually makes me gassy. So... yeah, I've not been putting too much in. So I'm just going to find the chili. I know I've got some chili flakes in here somewhere. Here we go. Because I don't have any fresh chili. So I'm just going to put a touch of chili flakes in there. And we're just going to stir fry this. And you know, look, you could make a big batch of this and then freeze it. Just a few chili flakes, not too much. Yeah, and you can freeze it. And that's the key. Like, we actually ended up buying a big deep freezer, because we fill it full of hoki. We make, like, I'll make a heap of pate, put that in, although I am redoing the pate, and look for another episode, because I'll talk more about that then, to not make so much. But, you know, just other meals, like we'll make up, you know, Craig's mince every week and chuck it in. It's so super easy.
I do massive batches of brownies, cut them up, freeze them.
Oh, yeah,
they last in there weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, it really, and keep it simple, you know, like, I mean, look, you can make it complex, but for many of us, we don't have a lot of time, or we're prioritising and putting our time elsewhere. So just keep the meals simple. The flavours are good, you know, like you can put garlic, you can put chili, you can put herbs, you can use butter to cook, you can use coconut oil. Like there's good, nice, bold, I think, you know, just strong, basic flavours. It's not as though like before when you're eating your fucking, you know, I'd be eating this chicken breast with my steamed broccoli, which tastes like balls, you know,
and
like
spinach.
Oh,
kale,
my bloody spinach.
Kale smoothies.
Oh God, what was I thinking? All right, so we're gonna add some mushrooms now. Like these are just Craig's cooked mushrooms, so I'm just gonna squeeze a bit of the water out of there and add just a little handful of them in. Oops, sorry. There's a bit of water in there, that's all. Oops, sorry. Do you reckon that's enough? Yeah. Just got this bit of cooked rice here. Craig always cooks up his rice every day, puts coconut oil in there. This is going to be my lunch. I might actually eat this now, after we do this. Yeah. What do you got for lunch, Dan?
Potato pie I made yesterday.
Oh, yum.
Yeah.
Like with just potato? Was there any meat in there?
Yeah, spaghetti mince, like Craig's mince.
So like a shepherd's pie, but a sweet potato shepherd's pie.
It's got a layer of sweet potato, a layer of white potato, and then another layer of sweet potato.
Ooh,
yeah.
That
and I
sounds very...
made peaks on the top and brushed it with butter.
Oh, that sounds so fancy.
I know. I will be opening my own restaurant.
Oh,
soon.
damn. We Mel's 2-ingredient fucking... So we've poured everything in and we're just gonna like heat it through. I'm just gonna wash my hands. Watch out, Winston. So how was Bali, Dar? Did it make you feel really grateful for living in such an amazing country?
So grateful, yeah. These people over there, like we went out into the villages and spent time with, you know, people in the village, and these people have nothing. You know, they own one pair of thongs. The children don't have any toys, but they're so happy and grateful, and they don't want for anything. So I gave 2 children that were playing in the street 2 coins, which equal to 5 cents here in Australia. Their reaction and hugging me and high-fiving because they were able to go to the shop and buy a lolly. It was just, it made me think, oh God, we take so much for granted.
Oh, totally. Oh, I would agree with this. And I, every day, get up and practice gratitude. And well, I've been to India and Nepal. We did recruitment trips when I lived in Dubai. I'm just going to add some, and you can just add tamari to taste. I've just got some tamari here, which is sort of like a soy sort of thing. And just add, you know, like whatever you want to add a bit of flavour. And then you'll just heat that through. And you can serve it up. Yeah, as it is, or you could make a big batch and you could freeze it. Oh, the other thing you could add too is rice noodles. If you didn't want to add rice, if you like noodles instead, just cook up some rice noodles and add them in. And yeah, you could add some capsicum and other bamboo shoots as well. So yeah, super easy. Mel's 5-minute stir fry.
Yay, I have my own recipe. I knew I'd make it one day.
And watch out, we've had a hard, because people have been asking us for so long for a hardcover book. So in the Win It Life program, we've got like 2 ebooks. But you know, like it's really nice in your kitchen to have an actual book that you can open and have there with the recipes. So we've been working on a hard copy book, which hopefully should be out in the next month, I think, depending on how quickly we get our shit together for the last bits. But what I'm going to do is it's going to be bound so that you can, because you know it really fucking annoys me when you have books and you open them like this and they shut.
Yeah.
Whereas with the bound one, you can just open it page by page. And I'm going to split it into just sweet, savoury sauces and smoothies, because I think a lot of the food that we eat, there's no, you know, you don't have to necessarily have breakfast ideas for breakfast. You can eat anything at any time of the day. So it's going to have all of the fucking easy food prep recipes in there. And I've picked out my favourite and easiest recipes from our more advanced recipe book. So it's all the staples plus more, plus some really good sauces, you know, homemade sauces you can make. 'Cause it's really hard to find, you know, stuff like mayonnaise, sweet chili sauce, like well-approved ones, some good smoothies. And some salads too, some like cool little salads. So yeah, that should be out soon. A nice hard copy book. So that's exciting. It's going to be called the fucking Easy Food Prep Recipe Book, and it's going to have a picture of me and Mel on the front. Oh, we forgot to wear aprons.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Anyway.
Next week.
Well, that's it. Fucking easy 5-minute stir fry.
Melissa. 5-minute stir fry.
It's got too many ingredients, but anyway. I will see you next week.
Bye.